4x4 maple 4x4s that were junk in the last video. I might have enough to go here on this lumber stack. So, I need to do a short about this. If your women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. See there? I dug the wife some more flower beds this year. And I got the lumber base ready to go. And I dug flower beds. Same time. Women don't find you handsome, they ought to at least find you handy. Okay, so there's your moisture barrier, there's your shingles. You bought it at a yard sale for $1. $1 for a bundle of them. Actually, I bought like a whole stack for like $5. But anyway, there's your shingles, there's your 4x4s, and there's your cement blocks perfectly level. Take a leaf blower, blow out some of those leaves out of there so the wind can get through. The grass is dead from last year. And hopefully we'll be ready to go. This one, still not sure about. It's going to be pretty wet getting that off there. And this one, we're about ready to make. So these are not, I don't know, yeah, you can see, like this one, that cement block's not touching at all. Because those two are high, those three are high, maybe four are high. And that end's not touching down there at all. So, what we're hoping for is, and some of those aren't even touching either. See them? And that's a good 1.5 inches off that block. But what we're hoping is, over the spring, we can put some weights on it, and then after the rains of the spring, hopefully it'll weight this down evenly. You think? I don't know. It worked on that stack. It worked on 3 or 4 other stacks. So it worked on that stack, worked on that stack, worked on that far stack over there. Did not work on this middle stack here. It was too far off. And it worked on that one up there on the hill, which is already level anyway. So it's working. It's just, I don't know if it's going to work this much up here on the hill. The ground's not that soft. But I'm going to take these 4x4s. And they're just those maple limbs. So I mean, they're not straight. Hell, they're not even square. But I'll lay these 4x4s over here. And then I'll cut them off with a chainsaw, what I don't want. Whatever end I don't want. Put my cement blocks, or put my pallets full of cement blocks up on there. Cement blocks are 16 inches on center. So we'll have our, well, so pretend it. This one. So this one, let's say this is the top. So your cement block is actually 8. So you're already 13 inches off the ground right here to the top of this. Right here to the top of this one is 13 inches. 14 on there, 14 inches right there. So we're way off, made our 12 inches off the ground because we're going to add another inch sticker on top of this. So when we take off the stack, it'll look like, but when it's all said and done, it'll look like that. You got your cement block. These are 9-inch too, also 9-inch cement blocks. You got your 4x4, and then you got this 1x. So you got your 14 inches off the ground right there. Sunk into the ground a little bit. But still getting plenty of airflow. I can come in here with a leaf blower and blow that out. All the grass is killed under there. Dad, I don't have to worry about the center of it. It's not getting any sunlight. But I still have to spray the outside and sometimes in between those blocks every year. But you got your block, your moisture barrier, your 4x4, and your sticker. And your 14 inches off the ground. Plenty of airflow through there. It'd be best, man, sure. I definitely recommend pouring a concrete foundation everywhere. There's a lot better ways to do this. So there's a lot better ways to do this lumber stacks. But this is just the best way that I found for me. I got these cement blocks. Every one of these cement blocks on the property. There's 50-ton cement blocks on this property. And I traded that stack of lumber over there for all these cement blocks. I don't have the money to pour concrete pads. Don't have money to put a building over every lumber stack I got. And I don't have the electricity to run fans in every building, that I got to keep this lumber, the moisture moving out of that building. I don't even have enough to put a roof over it and leave the sides open. That'd be great. Concrete pad in the middle, leave the sides open and all this lumber. Have me a tractor pick up this whole lumber stack. But I just don't have all that. So it's all by hand. And I need to get a count of how many lumber stacks I got out here now. But I think there's 36. There's 32, 36 of them out here. And I'm building more because I'm full. So, and I knew I was going to run into this problem too, because here's the problem. This is a 16-foot stack, and I should have it, for this high. And I don't, because this is the lumber order. This is it for this lumber order. Not all of them were 16 foot. Some of them turned out to be, there's 8-footers and 10-footers in there. So you can't just have all 16-foot lumber on every stack 4 foot high. When the lumber order's over, that's it. You cover it up and wait for the customer to pick it up, or wait for it to air dry in this case. And you run out of stacks real quick. Find a good cheap way to build you some lumber stacks, but you got to keep them. You got to keep it professional too. I mean, I'm not professional because I get mud everywhere and it's not very professional. But you got to keep it good, high quality stacks. You can't just let these stacks go. You got to blow the leaves out of there. You got to probably dig some of that dirt out. You've got to kill the weeds in it. And you've got to maintain those blocks and make sure they're not, I've had to pull out a broken block or straighten some. I still have one stack I got to straighten over there. But they're just not permanent. It's work. It's all-time work. It's not like a concrete floor. If you have the capital, pull your concrete floor and build a roof over it, and let the wind blow through it. But I don't have that kind of capital yet. So we're building stacks by hand, best way we know how. I guess that's it. If you find that helpful on how to build lumber stacks, like and subscribe, and we'll fill up these lumber stacks here probably real quick. All right.